everyone, I am your host, Sulavon. Welcome to Sulavon SheShed. We are in New York City. When and how did you begin your fashion journey?
Well, I decided after high school that I wanted to model. I was so shy and naive, but I also had been trained to be a strong person in general. So I just went through it until I succeeded.
When did you decide to officially start cash castings?
I networked for 2 years straight, full on, nonstop, with other actors I worked with, and from there I just did it on my own. And now with my own company, Cash Casting, I'm doing so much modeling, TV shows, commercials.
I had fantasies about being in the film industry. At the time I was in the industry, when I got into it, it was very difficult to get into it. You had to know someone. And I was doing a lot of work as a camera assistant once I got up and running out here in Los Angeles for several years. So I started in Union and Predator 2 as a first assistant cameraman in visual effects. And then graduated up to being a camera operator over the years.
When I first got my first taste of making an album in the studios, when Biz Marquis, he had got me a record deal with Warner Brothers, and it was because my mixtapes had got so hot in the street. I was the first dude to have a mixtape that was sounding like an album, platinum album in the street, and getting known all around the country and all around the world just from these street mixtapes because I couldn't get a job on the radio station. So I was sitting on the street corner and sell these mixtapes in the middle of the ghetto, in the middle of the hood. Mm-hmm. And people would buy them, and next thing you know, they was in every car that was driving past me. And that's how I began my career, from doing that.
Magic is a piece of theater. Doesn't matter if you're doing it for one person or if you're doing it for, 1,000 people. It's a piece of theater. So magic trick is only one aspect of it. You have scripting, you have choreography, you have timing, you have, if you're on a stage, lighting and music.
I went to culinary school, Chef John Folks Culinary Institute, which is about an hour outside of New Orleans. Went there for 4 years, obtained my bachelor's degree, and just began to work in restaurants throughout New Orleans.
You know what's crazy is I've been watching boxing since I was a kid. And I remember, I used to be one of those kids that I used to talk so much trash. So, I'd be on TV, I'd watch, fights. I could beat those guys, man. Those guys suck, man. I could beat those guys. I've had a really motivating, team around me in general, but, my uncles and, my coaches. But it was just something that, just as a kid, that I would fight a lot. And I just figured, sure, why not boxing? And it just found me. It kind of just gravitated towards me, and I fell in love with it.
A PDA stands for patent ductus arteriosus. It's a small vessel that connects the aorta and the pulmonary veins in utero. When a baby is inside mom, they don't need to oxygenate their lungs, so this little vessel helps to bypass the lungs because they're getting all the oxygen they need from the placenta and from mom.
How did you know that utilizing professional wisdom is what you needed to do?
Well, it's all about errors and taking chances, right? Don't be afraid to take action. If you fail, you fail. Don't consider failure as failures. Failure is an adventure. Failure is an opportunity where lies the seed of growth.
So my eco-friendly walls use those three possibilities to either generate electricity, increase the performance by not allowing heat through in either just ambient transfer of heat or the visual transfer of heat with solar.
The most important thing, if you go in the entertainment business, no matter if you start acting or modeling, is to actually be really grounded. And I think it's super, super important to surround yourself with people who are real to you, who are your real friends, no matter what, because this business can be sometimes overwhelming and superficial. Or if people say no, I think it's really hard when you're judged on daily consistent basis, based just on your appearance, or even like as an actor, based on your performance.
Say someone has their demo ready and they want to take it to the next level. So how do they approach a music producer?
Now, if you approach me and you're not, you're not acting desperate, then I will take the time out. I will listen to it. But just know, putting your music on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation, YouTube, this stuff is getting heard. Don't stop pursuing what you're doing.
So when and how did you jump from computer science to broadcast journalism?
My junior to senior year of high school, I was about to sign up for my last year of classes, and just kind of on a whim, I signed up for a video production class. So I was kind of like one of the best students in the class, and that led to internships, my summer job. It sort of opened the door. And then I went off to college and was studying computer science because my school actually didn't have a mass comm program, but there kept being these things that were pulling me back into the TV side of things and to the radio side of things, the broadcast side of things.
If you want to work in a hospital specifically, just get your bachelor's. Start out getting your bachelor's, start there, and bypass the associate's degree, because so many hospitals only want bachelor prepared nurses now.
When I was 22 years old and I had some intense and invasive surgeries and procedures done before then, and I was prescribed liquid Oxycontin every 6 hours for 3 months. My father once sat me down. He said, "Just so you know, having a problem is not a moral failure. Refusing to get help is." And that kind of stuck with me.
So what are 3 fun and random facts about you that you don't mind sharing with our audience?
Love chocolate. I love chocolate. It's a horrible, horrible weakness of mine.
Because I love beans, like that's one of my favorite foods, I start farting a lot, so my mom calls me the gas queen.
I'm a nerd. Big Superman fan.
I have a collection of various human hands.
Another thing is I love Christmas Hallmark movies. Like, I can watch those all year long. My kids will even say, but you know what's going to happen at the end. Like, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to watch it again anyway.
I have 24 chickens. I make all of my own body products, all of my own soap and everything.
I'm a huge NBA fan. So if there are any NBA fans out there who just want to talk basketball, definitely email me and I will probably go have a beer with you.